ahead and go, Doug.
Go ahead and go. Okay. Good. All right. Good morning. My name is Doug McNeil with the Department of Transportation. I'm the Division Maintenance Engineer for Division 5. We cover the counties of Durham and Wake counties, going north up into Person, Granville, Vance, Warren, and Franklin as well. We're preparing for another winter event that's going to be coming into tonight, but at the same time, we're still in operations from the last storm that we had last weekend. That storm went well. We made some good progress early on as the temperatures coming out of the storm were right about freezing and had some warming on Monday. But we still do have icy spots that we're continuing operations on. In addition to ongoing operations, we started brining on 2 days ago. To date, we have about 320,000 gallons of brine on the roads, and those operations are starting to end as we prepare for this next winter event. Right now, we're hearing this event is going to be and not like last one. There's not much of a threat of ice, which is good news, but we are looking at 4, 6, 8, and maybe more inches of snow through the region. So that'll be a full snow event. Also, it's going to be colder in this event. When the snow's coming down, we're looking at temperatures, a high tomorrow at 21, and then couple that with high winds. We're hearing gusts potential of maybe 30, 35 miles an hour, depending on where you're at through the division. That with 30, 35 mile an hour gusts, we do have that potential for down trees, and we will have a few cut and shove crews available, ready to respond. The operations will pushing operations will start tonight and go on a 24-hour basis. We have, similar to last time, roughly 135 DOT plow trucks and an additional 145 contract trucks that we'll be using in this operation, as well as probably 50 to 60 heavy pieces of equipment, everything from front-end loaders to motor graders that can handle deeper snows if we get some locally higher amounts in certain areas. The biggest concern for us right now is driver fatigue. We have been going strong since not Tuesday, but last Tuesday with brining operations, and then into snowing, and then all through this week. So today we're giving most of our operator has a chance to take a break, and that's why you don't see a lot of activity behind us, is we're resting up because we know we're going to go into a couple more days of this. Snow coming in tonight, going through into Sunday morning, and then recovery thereafter. Questions for me?
What's it like when you're still cleaning up from a previous storm and already having to start planning for the next one?
Yeah, we had several years there with nothing, and now we're back-to-back long-duration events. It's a marathon, and you have to systematically go about it, but also know that you have to keep a little bit back, and so that we can keep on going through the marathon. So it's been a long run, but we're ready. We have a lot of good staff that are extremely dedicated and hardworking. Our contract staff has been right there with us the whole time. Great efforts by everybody in this last storm, and we're getting ready to go again.
As a follow-up to that question, certainly most of these roads are clear, but you do have some secondary roads that have that ice accumulation. What challenges do you potentially foresee if you don't have those completely cleared? You still have some ice on the ground, and now you're adding potentially inches of snow.
It's the same as if it wasn't there. It's going to be a cold event. It's going to be a cold snow and cold couple of days thereafter. It's the same challenge. It's getting the material out on the primary highways first and the interstates highways first, getting them clear, going to the major secondaries, working your way through there before you get into the rest of the system. Kind of a little more encouraging looking in the forecast is Wednesday, Thursday. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s, and that's going to be helpful, but there is also a chance of snow in there. But I'm more comfortable with a little bit of snow in 40-degree weather than I am a lot of snow in 20-degree weather. So it's going to be a marathon, but we'll keep on working through it.
So you don't see any compounding impact between the two?
No, I don't.
Every single time we start hearing they're not cleaning my road,
Yeah, the primary thing is to be able to restore traffic through the area and then into the communities on our main routes. That allows emergency services, fire trucks, EMS, food deliveries to the grocery stores to continue on and get to where they need to be. If you can get out of your neighborhood but you can't go anywhere, it's really not helpful. So we focus on the infrastructure, or the main infrastructure first, and then work into the rest of the network. This past storm, we ended up bringing in 18 small wheelbase dump trucks from Division 3 and Division 6. They weren't impacted to the extent that we were, and they were a great help in getting us deeper into the subdivision system earlier than we've been. So that was a great help, and we appreciate all their efforts in coming up.
If anyone has any questions about roads in their area, not being taken care of, is there a way that they can reach out to NCDOT? And also with that, how can they differentiate between roads that are, treated by NCDOT and roads that should be treated by, municipalities?
You can go to our website, and there's a place that you can use called Contact Us that we monitor. We also have a phone line, I believe, that I don't recall that right off the top of my head, the phone number.
It's on the website, and here's what I said to the media yesterday. I think I made it to Michael, is that there is, you can Google state maintained roads. There's a link, and I sent it to Spectrum. I should send it to you guys. Basically, there's a big difference. We don't maintain every road, so we are clearing our roads that we need to maintain. But the municipalities, people are just going to need to reach out to them too, and look at that map. Like I don't know what to say. It's very difficult to tell every single person calling or needing to know why their road hasn't been cleared. It isn't always an easy thing. So I can send everyone the link and give it to your assignment editors. Don't send it to me because I don't have time to look up everything.
You mentioned the impact of wind. Can you speak a little bit to that in terms of, is that just more on a driver perspective? Is that just on placement of where the snow is blowing towards? What impact does it have on the roads in particular? I know you mentioned power outages. Does it have any impact on the roads?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
You mentioned wind.
Oh, wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, wind. The big thing with the wind is the potential of trees coming down. Whenever that happens, we have crews on standby that can go out and cut the trees, move it back to the white line, and reopen up the lanes. It's a complicating piece, and part of what it is we try not to let roads close. So sometimes, some storms we have it where there's still a lot of folks out on the roads if it comes in at the end of a workday. And if we start seeing breakdowns and then start seeing backups, and people can't go, and then we can't get there to put the material down and to plow to keep things moving, it becomes complicated. Fortunately with this one, we're coming in on a Saturday and following up with a Sunday. Those are very helpful in that we don't have the complicating traffic to work through.
Is the snow, I guess, blowing onto the roads anywhere there? Like if you're going through and clearing and then it's just windy so that the snow gets blown on again, do you foresee that a problem at all, or is that ever an issue?
It can be an issue. Lots of snow blowing around can be challenging, but we're going to be out on our main primaries through the duration of the event, and through some of the higher wind speeds. And by the time we're ready to move off of that initial focus, winds should be dying down. So I think we're going to have a clean event. It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of time. Our crews are ready to go. But we just hope everybody stays home. Tomorrow's not going to be a particularly nice day, but Sunday, with some snow on the ground and sunny, there's going to be a lot of temptation to come out. Please avoid being out on the roads if you don't have to be, and we'll systematically work at reopening everything.
You guys have been at this for,
I was just going to say, are there any obstacles that people should be aware of that, maybe pose a threat to plowing the roads, whether that be like street parking or people's trash cans or stuff like that?
Yeah, it's best if you can not park in the roadways, particularly in areas that have once we get into the residential subdivisions, if folks can park in their driveways, it allows us to be able to access and clear easier, and with less risk to our drivers as well as the cars alongside.
I mean, you guys have been at this for a while now. How do you keep your people motivated, and how do you keep them energized and keep them wanting to come into work and not just calling you and saying, sorry, I'm sick?
We have a tremendous workforce. A lot of our staff, interestingly enough, are volunteer firemen. They're working the EMS. They're involved in their communities. They're very community focused, and they want to be here. I just can't say enough of our staff. They come in storm after storm, ready to go, get ready to give it their all. In a lot of places, we have to pull them back. Take a break, get out of the truck, walk around, we made some chili for them last time here, and take and pace yourself. This is going to be a long event. So, great group of staff to work with. We're ready to go.
When we spoke with the town of Cary, they have technology to kind of track road temperatures, get a better understanding of the impact they're seeing. Is there any technology that NCDOT uses to that degree? And if so, why is it so important for your team to be tracking those road temperatures in particular? I know you said this would be a very cold storm.
It's most important for us. The road temperatures are critical whenever you're placing brine. What we don't want to do is place brine when the road temperatures are low enough that it actually might freeze. That's our primary look, and we have sensors that can do that. When it comes to actually plowing operations, that's less critical for us. It's more of a material management and being systematic and crew placement and staying with it through the duration.
I have a question that was asked to me by WRAL this morning, and I think it's worth you all at least hearing from Doug, because I was going to ask him on the side. If we see 2 to 4 inches, how is the difference between 2 to 4 inches and 6 to 10 inches clearing the roads when it comes to not only effort but time?
A lot of it has to do with the duration that the snow comes down. You're going to be actively working over an extended period of time. Whether you're pushing 4 inches or 6 inches or 8 inches, it's not a tremendous difference until you get it to about a foot of snow, and then it's harder for our trucks to go, and it becomes more of a motor grader event. And also, when you're working with 4 or 5 lanes of an interstate, and you're working it systematically across the road to get it off to the shoulder, it gets heavier and heavier as you take it across. And so having 8 inches of snow versus 4 inches of snow can be a complicating issue on major multi-lane roads. Once you get into the secondary system, it's not as critical.
Thank you. I needed to know that myself. Anything else?
Can we come to the chili party?